U.S. consumers are financially tapped out. Let's dive into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a really interesting topic I want to talk about today, so let's dive right into it. Guys, I came across some information and I was reading an article and it said U.S. consumers are financially tapped out in 2024. According to a new report from Newsbrief, the U.S. economy is coming under major pressure. Despite cooling inflation and continued strength in the labor market, as consumers' demand will likely soften. Consumer spending has been the engine of the economy during the recovery from the pandemic. The labor market is starting to cool. Price pressures are dissipating, and U.S. consumers' willingness to splurge is looking increasingly tapped out, the report said. People were spending less on discretionary items like vacations and concerts. So people are starting to spend less money on luxuries now. The survey showed with the slowdown coming even as price pressures decrease. The report also showed consumers are making more decisions based on price sensitivity, either choosing to skip certain items or in some cases substituting with less expensive items. That I am glad to hear because we're just not going out and just spending. We're actually trying to spend within our means now and just not going out and spending all nilly-willy. We're actually taking the time now to properly spend our money to get the best value for our money. So that's good to see. Price sensitivity increased in both 2023 and 2024, indicating that the high cost of living has made consumers increasingly accustomed to avoiding potential purchases due to cost inflation as inflation cools, the report said. Basically, it's just basically saying that, man, Americans right now, like I said, are just financially tapped out. Americans are looking for ways to save money. Americans are finally starting to cut back on expensive items. We're actually watching our money now. We're just not going out and just buying things just to buy things now. Finally, we have taken a step back and saying, you know what? I'm just not going to pay this amount for what you're asking for this certain item. I'm looking for a deal. Finally, Americans are standing up to this inflation and saying, you know what? I'm just not going to pay these prices anymore. And that's a good thing. So some key takeaways from the report. While the economy continued to demonstrate strength, underlying weaknesses in consumer spending could slow it down even more. Shoppers have become more price sensitive, cutting back on discretionary purchases or substituting for cheaper items. Depleted savings and rising debt levels are also weighing customers down. Some economists are beginning to see cracks in consumer spending as shoppers may be running out of steam and money. Guys, I am in the state of Indiana right now. Gas right now is $4.30 a damn gallon. Guys, I'm a single man, but I am watching my money. Guys, it's going to get bad out here before it gets better. The cost of goods and services are still at record highs, but they're not coming down. Gas is reaching all-time highs. I can't believe we're paying over $4 a gallon in the state of Indiana. Guys, I have 2 vehicles, but you best believe I'm driving 1 car a week. One. Whichever one I decide to fill up for the week, That's the one I'm driving for the entire week. I would not be car hopping between cars. It is getting ridiculous out here with prices, guys. The July job reports just came out after the Fed meeting. Hiring has cooled down dramatically. There was 140,000 jobs added in July with an estimate of 200,000. Unemployment has ticked up to 4.3%. And at the Fed meeting last week, the Fed did not lower interest rates. If he does not start lowering these interest rates by the September meeting, I see us going into a recession. That's something he has worked so hard to try not to put us into, is a recession. He wanted to cool the inflation without hurting the job market. But now the job market is hurting. Less jobs are being added. The Fed needs to lower these interest rates ASAP, or we will head into a recession. If companies stop hiring, people will have no money to spend in the economy, and we will go into a recession, guys. It will happen. Guys, you have got to start preparing. You have got to start preparing, guys, or you guys are going to keep suffering. You guys need to pay down your debt, start saving some liquid money, because these jobs are going to continue to lay off and put people out of work. You have to be prepared, guys. You have got to be prepared. The Fed wanted to get the inflation lowered without hurting the job market. Now the job market is starting to hurt. The job market is cooling dramatically. Unemployment is ticking up. We're in for some rough times ahead, guys. And if you guys have no money saved, if you are in debt, man, you guys are going to suffer big time. I don't want to see that happen to anybody. I am so glad I got out of consumer debt years ago, and I have money saved, I have investments saved, I have a retirement account, because we never know what's coming around the corner, guys. We never know what's coming around the corner. Job loss, sickness, inflation. Guys, we have to get prepared. You guys have just got to get prepared. I would get some liquid cash saved up immediately, as fast as you possibly can, and pay down your debt. That is the only thing that's going to save you, guys. That's the only thing that's going to save you. Guys, what's saving me right now is that I have no consumer debt, have no car payments, have no credit card debt, have no student loans, no personal loans. All I have is my mortgage. Even on my 6-figure income, that's what's saving me right now. And I have liquid cash saved, plus an emergency fund. Hard times are coming, guys, and you got to get prepared for it. So, guys, that's my talk on U.S. consumers are feeling increasingly tapped out financially. Please like the video, share the video, and most important, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Frank Talks Money. With that, guys, remember, financial decisions you make today will impact your financial life tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Frank Talks Money. I'm out.